getting some brain with that ass. He said I never seen snakes on a plane. Whether you broke or rich, you gotta get this. Having money's not everything, that having it is. I was splurging on trips, but when I get my car back activated, I'm back to Vegas. Cause I always had a passion for flashing. Before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagined the good life. Better than the life I lived when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. Now my grandma is the only girl calling me baby. And if you feeling me now, you put your hands up in the
okay, I think I was. What's this Richie? There it is. Look at quiet. You should always be quiet. Me or you? No. Probably because I didn't have it. Okay, I don't see Al on that. Oh, maybe. Okay.
I got to shine, to shine, to shine, to shine. Welcome to the good life, where niggas are CLD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. Shit,
So when are you
the
gonna
best
do the
things in life
graphics?
are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like LA, it feel like Miami, it feel like NY, summertime shy. Now throw your hands up in the sky. So I rode the good, y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood, Ferrari. If she got the goods and she got that ass, I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lowry's 50 told me don't hate us with the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate or watch the money pile up. We need you.
Oh, yeah, I see it on the website. It is working on the website. Read this shit.
Welcome to the good life.
Oh, yeah, I see it on the
like
website.
The girls who ain't on TV because they got more ass than the models. The good life. So keep it coming with the bottles. So she feel booze like she bombed out Apollo. The good life. It feel like Houston. It feel like Philly. It feel like DC. It feel like VA or the Bay or yay. Hey, this is the good life. Only tell me what's good. Why I only got a problem when you in the hood? Welcome to the good life. Like I'm new in the hood. The only thing I wish a nigga would. Welcome to the good life. He probably think he could, but I don't think he should. Welcome to the good life. 50 told me go ahead, switch the style up, and if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up. The good life. Yeah, now throw your hands up in the sky. Why getting some brain with that ass? He said I never seen snakes on a plane. Whether you broke or rich, you gotta get this. Having money's not everything, that having it is. I was splurging on trips, but when I get my car back activated, I'm back to Vegas. Cause I always had a passion for flashing. Before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagined the good life. Better than the life I lived when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. Now my grandma is the only girl calling me baby. If you feeling me now, you put your hands up in the sky. Let me hear you say, good life. Yeah, got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Good life. Yeah, got to shine. Now throw your hands up.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.
Welcome to the good life, where niggas are CLD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. Shit, they say the best things in life are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like LA, it feel like Miami, it feel like NY, summertime shy.
Now throw your hands up in the sky.
So I rolled the good, y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood, Ferrari. And she got the goods, and she got that ass, I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks, Lowry's. 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, or watch the money pile up. The good life, I got to shine.
Now throw your hands up in the sky. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV. I'ma push it down.
Do this then.
Look up in the sky. Ooh, I made it. Think I'm gonna lie when I tell you I ain't gonna take it. I got hands on the nation. Check my reputation. Yeah, that schoolboy still wanna know that my tomb is vacant. That's why I'm undefeated.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.
Edit? No, we edit.
Welcome to the good life, where niggas are CLD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. Shit, they say the best things in life are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like...
Maybe there'll be a pause somewhere we can throw it in.
This is Mike from Mike and Ike, and we are live for your XCFL Gameday broadcast. We're bringing to you guys the Cowboys versus the Chiefs here in Week 13.
Yeah, and this is Ike. We're pretty excited for this one. We got a good matchup here. We got Al versus the Dallas Cowboys, Brent Foster. So this will be a pretty exciting one for us tonight.
Yeah, any predictions? I mean, I know we don't have a lot of time here, but any predictions from you?
Well, prediction so far, I really think the Dallas Cowboys should win here, but you know what? I like being a rebel, so I say the Chiefs are going to win from behind on a field goal at the very end, because that makes it exciting.
That's definitely exciting. I'm going to go with the Cowboys here as an absolute blowout. 34.
Oh, see?
7. All right.
You know, they're playing at Arrowhead, and they always say Arrowhead's going to be, you know, a home field advantage, so we'll see here.
All right, well, we had our opening kickoff. The Cowboys kicked it deep as a zone, and looks like the Chiefs are going to start out there on the 25-yard line. So. Or no, my apologies.
I'm watching a different game than you are, Mike. Let me
Chiefs
tell you, the game I'm watching is not the same game you're watching.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
We're just having technical difficulties on the eyeballs of Mike, but we'll get it fixed here. Oh, looking like you can only hear me. Well, that's probably better because I'm better to listen to anyways, but we'll see here, and we'll see if we can fix it. But if you can only hear me, just let us know when you can hear Mike, and then we can see of when you can hear Mike well. So let's see here. We've got 2nd and 10 coming up Mike, make sure you talk a little bit so they can see if they hear you. We're going to be coming out in the 3 wide receiver sets, it looks like. And, you know, the Chiefs don't have a ton of weapons because Travis slowed down. And then defensively, they've also lost a lot of their core. You know, you got Poe gone, you've got Houston gone, you've got what's his name gone. I don't even think they have Barry anymore. So really, most of their core is much older now. So this Chiefs defense has kind of been rebuilt. The one that has been there for quite a while is free safety Vaquero that came from the Saints, and he's been there for a little while, but most of their core is completely changed. You got Dallas Cowboys with a nice pass across the middle there by Dak Prescott, and that was a good catch by Brackens. Pretty nice catch there. Mike, you want to see if you can be heard? You know, that play right there, that wide receiver corner, I really like that one because a lot of people use it for of course, the corner route. But the nice, you know, branch off there is nice. It usually gets some good yardage up the middle. All right, we've got a good run here, but it doesn't go anywhere. And it looks like if you took that just a little bit more outside, that probably could have got more yardage there. And that's really where it should have went, is just a little bit more outside of the guard. Let's see if he can hear you now. All right, we're coming out. It looks like cover 2 man, and Dak Prescott's coming back. He's got a really nice pocket there. We got a nice pass, probably to the tight end, I would imagine, with the number 81 and the position he was in.
So I'm going to adjust myself. All right, I turned myself up.
Oh, now you're loud. Now you're loud. We can hear you probably now. All right, we've got a nice set here. It looks like 3 wide receivers to the left. Nice screen, but they snuff it out and get it really quickly there. And that wide receiver screen is really good when they're in zone, but a lot of times when they're in that man blitz, it can blow up pretty quickly.
All right, Eichel, you may have to turn me down because I had to turn myself up quite a bit in order to make it audible. So,
yeah, you were pretty loud, but I'll just turn you down on my end. That's okay. I'll just turn you down here.
Alrighty, well, I've got us a 2nd 11. Are we in the same place there, Ike?
Yes, but we're in the 2nd 11 now. We just tried to do a run up the left side, if you just saw that, and it wasn't successful.
Alrighty.
Is that about where you are?
Yeah. Not too.
We'll let you.
A little behind.
Okay. Oh, it sounds like you're good now. Okay, great. Well, we got a 3rd and 12 coming up. Yeah, this 3rd and 12 is interesting because it's a little far for a corner route. So, you know, a lot of times you think corner routes, but that's a little far, 3rd and 12. So I think you're going to have a nice play going across the middle. And that's probably going to be from Brackens on the right there.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people resort to the deep post plays on 3rd and long. So I would predict a deep post route here. So if you watch, we got Dak Prescott coming up to the line right now. Ball is snapped. Oh, nope, sorry. He made an adjustment before the ball was snapped. Ball is snapped, drops back, and a bunch of crossing, and he's actually sacked. Eric
I think
with the sack.
I think I'll take the lead here because we're on the punt. So we're going to have a nice punt from 4th and 20. And, you know, this punt is a tricky one. I don't see how much wind we had, but we need to get it or it does not go in the end zone. Oh, it's going to be close, but it lands just a little bit too far on the line there. That's a tricky one there, Mike. I struggle with those punts. I try to hit it soft, and I still hit it too hard.
Yep, I see. It looks like it hit right on the line. Not that I want to say this over the live net or the live airing here, but they are watching my Twitch, so what they're seeing on my screen is behind what you're saying there, Ike. So.
Oh, well, I'll try to slow down.
Yeah, because they're watching my Twitch, so your Twitch is ahead of mine.
Oh, let's see here.
All right. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for the Chiefs here. We had a few technical difficulties that I think we're starting to get kind of figured out, so let's hope the rest of this goes nice and smoothly. Haven't done one of these for about 2 weeks now, so summer's a busy time for us. All right, 2nd and 12. Aaron Rodgers under center.
But
And it's a counter run. Duke Johnson Jr., he's going to lose 4 yards. Those counter runs are deadly, but I don't know. If you don't run them correctly, you're going to lose yards all the time on them.
Yeah, I think we've already seen a few counter runs. And we were just talking earlier when you were trying to fix your mic there that the Chiefs don't have a ton of weapons, Mike.
No, they really don't. And that's, I mean, they have Aaron Rodgers, but it's hard to call him a weapon. He's more of the, I don't know. He's kind of the gun. He doesn't have any bullets or any ammunition.
Yeah, his ammunition is lacking, and I think we're going to see that this game. This Dallas Cowboys got pretty good defense.
They do. We had a nice graphic that I'd like to show you, but we do not have time. All right, pass is broken up there across the middle of the field, so that's going to bring it a 4th and 16, and we're definitely going to get a punt situation here. So far we've had 2 punts. So the Chiefs actually probably could feel like they're coming out on top right now. I mean, they held the Cowboys scoreless in the first possession. But this could be a good punt return here. Ooh, number 53 makes a great play there to stop that. That could have been a big punt return.
Yeah, I think he did a good job stopping that on that punt return because, that can really blow up a game and really change the momentum. If you get a long punt return or, if you get a touchdown, it basically really changes the momentum of the game in Madden.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up Dallas with the ball, and they're going to be on their own 40, so they got a nice short field. Looks like they're going to come out in a 3 wide receiver set. Let's see what the Chiefs decide to come out in. Looks like a man blitz from the Chiefs possibly, so let's see how that pays off for him here. Ball snapped by Dak. Dak drops back and almost gets intercepted. Wow, that ball just barely kind of skated through the middle of the field there.
Yeah, and it really went between almost 2 defenders on their way to get that ball. I really almost thought it was picked off the way the defender reacted, and then could tell that they did not.
But Brackens made the catch and got the first down, so that takes him over to the Chiefs side of the field, so 44-yard line. Dak Prescott under center. Defense is switching up a little bit. Oh, we got a tight end in motion. Ball is snapped, and it's flag on the play. You hate to see that early in a run.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because that run was about a 10 to 11-yard run. And those runs really start helping your momentum. And to see that holding is unfortunate because it really slows you down.
Yep, that was the first down that got negated, and now brings up a 1st and 20.
And you still got good field position. You're still on the 46. Starting 1st and 20, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go gun-ho crazy on this because you really just need 5 to 6 yards would be good to get you back in.
Yeah, the mistake a lot of people make is they come out and they try to get the full 20 yards in one play. Just chip away at it. All right, looks like a screen pass, and looks like it could be big gain here. Oh, spins off the defender.
What a
spin.
spin.
Goodness, wow.
What a spin. He takes it to the house. What a spin move there.
Yeah.
Really, he did allow his blockers to get set up. That's when you're not holding the turbo too fast. You saw him kind of slow down a little bit. And some people make the mistake. They use that turbo too quick. So I think that was good maneuvering by Brent Foster to get that screen pass that good.
Yeah, I think part of it comes down to poor tackling too. If you watched, the tackling just was not there. He had one safety that just dove right by him. I mean, you got to have strong tackling against a strong team.
And we talked about that the Chiefs are really a completely different team and not really a better team per se.
All right, Sharper takes it out to about the 26-yard line, so doesn't gain too much. Gets him an extra yard or so to start with. So let's see what the Chiefs decide to come out here and let's see if they can make something positive gains this time. Because last time they went 3 and out and ended up losing 6 yards. So.
Well, and what's your feeling on that? Do you think it's worth it if you run from the end zone to the 26-yard line, or would you have rather just kneeled?
I don't know. I like to run it out just because I like to take my chances. But
yeah, you know, it's kind of that you're gonna miss all the shots you don't take. I really feel like even if you get the 26 or 27 yard line, it's like, hey, I just went 28 to 30 yards. Like, you feel good about it.
All right. Well, the first play there was a play action, and Aaron Rodgers was tackled from behind while trying to go deep. So let's see what the Chiefs decide to come out in here on a 2nd and 10. I have a bad feeling that the Chiefs are scared of the run right now, and after that first possession, they're going to abandon the run, and I think that's a bad idea.
Well, and the offensive line has just not done it. I mean, you saw that with that play action. The offensive line just hasn't been there for him.
And I was wrong. There's a run right there, but it goes for -3 yards. So that brings up a 3rd and 14. So, all right, looks like we might have a few position changes here.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting because I thought his main running back actually was Mabry, and it appears not to be. So I thought that was his main running back, and now it looks like he's putting him in that position.
It's interesting because, I mean, while the running back is an important aspect of the run game, I think the O-line's more at fault than the actual running back in those few plays.
Yeah, I think it was. You know, actually, they're pretty split carry. Duke Johnson Jr.'s got 60, and Elijah's got 70. But Elijah's so much better at 4.2 average. I think you should be using Elijah anyways.
Well, he gained Elijah Mabry from the Bills only 5-6 weeks ago, so he's only had him for half of the season. So let's see what they do here on 3rd and 14. Ball is snapped. Rodgers steps back. And he tries forcing it into triple. That might have been quadruple coverage. I don't know.
I believe it was quadruple coverage since I did get a chance to relook at it. And I believe quadruple coverage with Jalen Smith there is not a good idea.
No, the best thing there was the running back had a nice little out route there. And you may not have gained the first down, but you would have gained some decent yardage and had a good punt opportunity. Now, you gave him the ball on your side of the field. So Dak snaps it, hands it off, and it's a big run play. Sheds one. Oh, stopped at the 32-yard line, so he's going to gain 10 yards on the play.
You know, the one thing I've noticed is, yes, we do want you to use man and zone coverage, but I've noticed a lot of man blitzing from the Chiefs, and I'm not really seeing many results from the man blitz.
No, I don't mind man blitz. Personally, when I play against the man blitz, I love it because I know how to beat the man blitz. So
it's one of those you either win with a sack or you lose big time, and Chiefs do seem heavily focused on man defense right now.
That they do. So they come out. Looks like another man defense right here. Let's see if this is any more success. It's a toss play, and he is tackled for a 2-yard loss. So that actually did pay off for him.
And he might have got lucky on there because Storm Brave 1 would not be the best play to stop quick toss.
No, I do think he got lucky. I think the blocking let Dallas's running back Maynard down a little bit.
Yeah, because that would not be the play I would choose to stop a quick toss. You know, if he got it to the outside, he was gone.
Yeah, at best you would have had a one-on-one situation with your safety, and you've seen the Chiefs tackling. So, all right, 2nd and 11. Ball snapped. Prescott steps back, flings it out to a curl route. Bracken's there, gains about 6-7 yards in the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
And we're continuing to see that man defense, and it's good to use the man defense, but we might need to mix in a little bit of zone here as well. The thing I'm seeing is that Dak Prescott's got all the time in the world. He really does not have any pressure in the pocket.
Yeah, he has all day.
I never seem to have those games, Mike, where I can just sit back there and check out the field.
Me neither. I got to make quick reads or I'm getting hit. And if you play
and maybe that's that Dallas line.
Yeah, and if you play my team, you better make quick reads or you're getting hit. So, all right, looks like we're coming out in another man defense here, which I don't like man defense on 3rd and long personally. So we'll see how it pays off for the Chiefs. Prescott snaps, steps back, and has tons of options and decides to hit, I believe, his tight end across the middle of the field for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned tons of options because at least 3 guys were open on that play.
He could have threw to the drag, the dig. He probably could have hit that post route on the outside. And I didn't look at the comeback on the left side, but.
No, not a huge fan of that comeback on the left side on that play. It typically gets jumped.
Yeah. If they're playing man underneath, you're getting jumped. If you would have been playing over the top, which actually it looked like he might have been playing over the top, I don't know. Looks like he's coming out in man defense again. So
well, and the problem with this man defense is I think Brent Foster knows it's coming in man, and all he's doing is throwing the quick slant, the crosser, the out. I mean, anything that you can get off quick enough to the inside. It's almost an inside throw every time. It's really hurting.
Yeah, it's actually kind of strange. I mean, if you look at the coach of the Chiefs, look at his thought process right there. He was just looking at some short inside defense options, and it's recommending man. And I just don't think that's a smart read right here. It looks like he's coming out in man once again. Man blitz looks like. The Chiefs are going to have to change this up fast, or this is going to get ugly real fast.
Yeah, you never thought we'd say too much man.
No.
That typically does not come up.
Not usually, but stranger
This is
things
where I
happen.
like my defense, Mike. You know that. Right up there against the line.
Oh, yeah.
I've made a lot of goal line stops on the line. I get down and dirty.
They've only got, 11 yards to work with, 1 plus 10 in the end zone, so you don't have a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, what I typically like to do is press those receivers and really make them push me off.
That's a terrible penalty for the Chiefs.
Yeah, it is. And although it didn't really hurt them that much because I think they already had first down.
Yeah, but now they're halfway closer. I mean, that ball's on like the 1 foot line. All right, let's see. I'm smelling a toss to the right side here. Let's see what happens. Prescott snaps it, and nope, hands it off. And Maynard runs into his own guy, but still manages to get across the line.
That was unfortunate, Mike, because he ran into his own guy, and you thought, oh, come on, somebody in red hit this guy. Somebody hit the guy. And it just didn't happen.
All right, that's going to bring us to 14-0 in favor of the Cowboys. And my biggest word of advice, if the Chiefs coach is listening right now, is to throw in some zone, because you're getting picked apart on man defense. I don't think you have the players and the speed necessary to run that much man defense.
Well, it's good to use the man defense, but make sure you use it in your spots. You got to find spots to use it, just like you got to find spots to use zone. You can pick apart zone too. So, and I think on offense, what would be your offense advice for Allen?
It's hard to say. I would try to go to a couple quick, short passes to kind of build some confidence, because right now I'm pretty sure they have negative offensive yards, and that's got to change fast. Yeah, negative 10 right there on the screen it showed.
And I don't want to see just drag, or just quick. But you need some quick little, some little things that can get you some confidence in your team. I don't know if it's a drag or a quick out or something.
And he must be listening. Billups goes in motion and runs a quick little short drag and gets a first down on it. So, that's something right there. It builds confidence. It makes the quarterback know that, hey, I've got a few tools out there I can use. So let's try to build on that momentum if you're the Chiefs.
Billups is a former Bengal. He can play, and he does have some talent.
All right, looks like we're running us.
I think we're going to force something, and that's what's going to always be our downfall here.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, you are right. He forces it. Right. He threw it right at that cornerback.
Yeah, and that's a situation there that, okay, on this play, all right, you get the bench swap. You got that right corner out, Mike. If he is right there with him or he is on the inside, look at your out to the left. If your corner's bad, if your out's bad, throw the ball away. Live another play, throw the ball away.
Yeah, he had the out route wide open on the left side. So I think if you're the Chiefs coach, you need to go into every play, not focusing on one route. Because right now, I feel like he's focusing on one route, and he's going to throw to that one route regardless.
Well, and I can't blame him because I do the same thing. What I started doing, Mike, is I started picking plays where multiple receivers run in the same area. So that way I can look on one side of the field because it's difficult looking at the right, the left, and the middle. So when you see a play, if there's 3 routes that go right, look at those 3 routes before you throw it. Don't even look at the left. Just look at the right. And, at least that helps you a little bit.
Yeah, we just watched the Cowboys run for a negative gain there, and so far the run game has been non-existent for both teams. So let's see. Prescott drops back and going to gain the first down through the air. So right now the passing attack is killing the Chiefs. Looks like they've allowed 153 yards through the air.
Which he did try to use the zone there. You know, hey, we got to give the Dallas credit. They're better at passing the ball and running the ball. And they have a very good run defense. So they're doing what they do. Oh, my goodness. You know, the thing is he tried that cover 3 and it just wasn't as successful that last play. So what's he use here?
Well, that's not a positive thing right there. That was just an easy touchdown. Off another man blitz, you know.
Well, and did you see the downfield blocking? I mean, I feel bad for the Chiefs because the downfield blocking was fantastic by Dallas. I don't even think you have that good downfield blocking usual. That's something that in Madden 18 they've said they're trying to fix. Well, this Dallas team's already got it.
Yeah, you know, going forward, if you're the Chiefs, you need to stop blitzing. You're not getting to his quarterback, so you need to go max coverage. Rush 3 guys, maybe 4 guys occasionally, and then send 6 or 7 guys, maybe even 8, back into coverage. Because right now, blitzing and only putting 4 or 5 back into coverage is doing nothing positive.
Well, and I think that's a tough thing to hear, but honestly, it's this Dallas offensive line. It's so good. I'm pretty excited for Madden 18, Mike, if you don't know.
Yeah, aren't we all? I get Joey Bosa, so I'm pretty excited about that as well.
Yeah, Joey Bosa will be fun to play with.
All right, Chiefs. Oh, they hit Billups and actually complete a pass. That takes Aaron Rodgers 2 for 6.
Hey, and I will tell you, this Chiefs coach has got balls because he just threw an interception on a corner. He just threw the same one. Now, the thing is, though, if you saw him on that play, he didn't have a defender on the inside. He was in perfect spot for that play.
Yeah, he was. He just didn't make the correct adjustment. All right, ball snap. Rodgers drops back and goes to another corner route and is lucky that wasn't picked off.
And it's funny, on bench swap on the right-hand side, Bill's is wide open.
Yeah, so far I've seen bench swap from both teams a few times. So that must be a pretty popular play. I don't really use it that much, so maybe I should try it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of bench swap personally.
Oh my goodness. That is not what you want to see right there. You try a wide receiver screen and get picked up.
Well, and the wide receiver screen, maybe we need to talk about throwing the ball away. It wasn't there. No. It was not there. There was no way that receiver was going to get that ball. And I think he even saw that it wasn't there, but he didn't know where else to throw it. Did you get that impression as well?
The impression I got right now is I'm just in awe because the Chiefs is still man blitzing, and oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. That's going to be first and goal from the 7.
I guess when you've got your MO, you stick to your MO, and you hope it turns around. He's got to hold him to 3 here. He cannot go in to 3 minutes still left in the third quarter, or the second quarter, 28-0. He can't do it. There's no way.
I mean, theoretically, that should have been a good play for the Chiefs because it was a pinch play against a dive, but the blocking was there for the Cowboys. So,
well, it's clear to me that if we're talking the trenches, the Dallas has just got a much better line than the Chiefs.
Yeah, this is definitely a David and Goliath type battle. And right now, David's getting his butt kicked.
Well, he could rise up. You never know.
Hey, Madden momentum. The second half could be the exact opposite of this. So
that's a play I really like there. Cover 3 buzz buck. It is a very good run defense play. To those of you that don't know it.
All right, looks like he's shifting his linebackers to the right and his D-line to the left. And
what?
Handed off and.
I did not like that decision whatsoever because it looked like he was running left.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it looked like he almost, if he didn't move the linebackers, he would have went right in.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way I was reading that play, and I actually didn't look at the play art, it looked like he was running left, and he moved it to the right.
Well, that's going to bring him a 3rd and goal at the 1, so let's see if they stay on the ground or if Dak decides to pass here. So he does decide to pass and hits his tight end in the back of the end zone for 7, or for 6, I should say.
It looks too easy right now, and we should mention this is not a poor Chiefs team. This Chiefs team has had some good wins this season, but I think it goes back to the line. Like, you know, when your quarterback's not being hit, I don't even think Dak Prescott has been touched. The only incompletion he has is because he threw a bad throw. So, you know, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, if you're right now you're down 28-0. What do you do?
What do we say? We're playing for pride. Mike, we're playing for pride. You have to score a touchdown. It doesn't matter if you can win at this point. You got to play for pride.
Looking at this play right here.
Okay, this play, let me tell you, I would send Thomas on a streak and just hope that he beats his man. Thomas has still got some speed.
Yeah, he hit him for a little out route there, managed to get 7. So, you know, it may not seem like a lot, but it's a positive gain. Right now,
I'll
Chiefs
tell you,
need.
you know, people that listen to the broadcast, I like sharing secrets, although I'm not that good of a Madden player. But if my guy is out there wide and you press my receiver, I am streaking that receiver and making you pay for it. And if you beat me, then I say, hey, you know what? I just threw a 30-yard interception. Go get it on the 20-yard line. But a lot of times you win. And if you can get past that press and there's no safety help, you're gone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends on the corner. Me personally, I have Ronald Darby, who's got high press and decent strength, and he's fast. And, oh, my goodness. Chiefs just turned it over again on a fumble. And that's going to give the Cowboys the ball again on the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
And that was unfortunate because it was actually a decent run. It was a decent pass that last play. That's an unfortunate break for the Chiefs. At this point, I really feel like the Chiefs, it goes down the line. It's not completely Madden. They're not getting the Madden screw job entirely. Now, that play kind of sucked. But, you know, I think it goes back to line play, too, that they're just not going to be able to win this game when their line can't do anything against this Dallas line.
Yeah, if you're Dallas here, at some point you just got to say, all right, I'm putting the backups in. We're just going to have a little fun because, oh, my goodness.
Mike, you know it's one of my favorite plays. If I get in the end zone and you run that bad boy, a lot of times you get 10 yards from it.
Oh, yeah, that's a great play. I love that play because you can hand it off to the jet sweep there if you want to hand it off, or you can keep it and just run the power. So, I mean, you got 2 options there.
And I'd say going engage 8, he may be getting close to throwing in the towel here.
Yeah, I don't agree with the decision, but looks like he's sticking with man defense, and I think we might have a situation on our hands, and the Chiefs might be trying to purposely lose. I wonder if there's any gambling implications in this.
There could be gambling implications, you know. A lot of times we got to have the commissioner look through that and double check and make sure that maybe he's trying to help the Dallas for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's borderline too easy right now, and it's almost hard to purposely make it that easy, though, so I don't know.
Well, let me look at the stats here while we're waiting for this next play. You know, Kansas City Chiefs 20th in points, but they're 15th in yards, 13th against the pass, 17th against the run. So they're not horrible. They're not the best team in the world, but they've got some quality to them. And the Dallas offense, which is very good, second in points. But, you know, they're 18th in rushing yards, so there should be opportunities to stop them.
Absolutely, and if you watch right there, the Cowboys did a pretty admirable drive right there, and they ran the clock down, and they are going to get a field goal out of it. But I think one thing that we can kind of discuss a little bit in our league is we've had some coaches in the past that kind of had a poor sportsmanship type mentality, and I think they would have tried to score there. And I really appreciate Brent right there, not really conceding, but more being cautious and settling for 3 instead of trying to go for 7 and really drive that knife deep into the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move. I mean, you're up 28-0. Chiefs haven't done anything. Now, if the Chiefs score a touchdown, then I say go ahead, score again. And sometimes I do that in my games that I wait, but if they score, then it's kind of like game on again.
Right. You get a big lead, and they score, you score. They score, you score. It's kind of circle of life. I don't know about you, but I've heard of a few boos in the stadium, and I don't know if they're booing the Chiefs' poor play or if they're booing the Cowboys. I can't figure it out.
I think it's probably the poor play. Pretty soon we might see fans leaving. Well, I think they've got to look at a replacement tight end here soon.
Something. I mean, I think if you look at that pass right there, he got lucky that wasn't picked off, and he hit the out route. And
he got very lucky.
Yards,
He got very lucky that wasn't picked off. Travis Kelce was open on the right, so he does have some guys open. We haven't yet talked about, since they're making plays, the cornerbacks of the Dallas Cowboys. They have Hernandez, who has about 3 interceptions. They have Cunningham with 3 interceptions. They have Patrick Peterson with 4 interceptions. And they got some decent safeties as well, one of them being, never mind, Apple's a cornerback as well. So they've got some very good corners, and maybe that's part of the factor here of why they're struggling against the defense.
Yeah. Normally I'm a huge advocate of saying don't abandon the run, but right now if you're the Chiefs, stop running the ball. You are negative. You have negative rushing yards right now. So you're down by 31.
But can you? I mean, the problem with doing that is, can you ban the run when you're throwing against this secondary that is clearly just eating Aaron Rodgers up? Maybe Aaron Rodgers needs to think about retirement.
That's a high possibility, but I think you just got to make better reads. I mean, if you look at that play right there, he forced that into double coverage. If he would have waited just a second longer, he would have broke to the inside, and he probably would have had a little better situation there.
I would like Travis Kelce to hold on to that one. It was doable.
It was, but it was forced. It wasn't your ideal situation. All right, we have an opportunity for a big punt return here, and it looks like the Chiefs or the Cowboys are going to be somewhat cautious and just get it out to about the 21 and call it a day. All right, let's see the Chiefs decide to come out in here, and looks like we have a TV timeout.
Mike, something we need to talk about here is every game we've broadcasted is a blowout.
Yeah, so if you are getting broadcasted, you either have a 50-50 shot of destroying the team or getting destroyed.
Well, and we can always hope and cheer that you're the one doing the destroying.
But we don't want to say that too much because then people won't want us to broadcast their game.
Well, maybe they will because they want a 50-point game.
That's true. I guess as long as you're on top.
Yeah, well, hey, that's a lot of things in life. All right, looks like we made another change at the running back position, I believe.
Well, the Cowboys actually made some changes, so let's see what they actually did. The Chiefs made a few in the meantime, but let's see what the Cowboys ended up doing.
Man, Dak Prescott is just got all day, and he's threading the needle.
Oh, sorry, that was Bryce Petty. So that's what they decided to do. They brought in Bryce Petty and took out Dak Prescott. Well,
I think it goes back to this line that I bet I could go back there and throw the ball and do okay.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's why if you look at the Patriots, they have success. I mean, Garoppolo looked great. Brissett looked great this past season. But, if any of those quarterbacks go to another team, like there was talk of Garoppolo going to the Browns, I do not see Garoppolo being successful in Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy G is going to do very good anywhere else.
I mean, it's just like the Matt Castle situation a few years back. Matt Castle had a stellar season and then went to the Chiefs, I believe, and just dumpster fire all over his face.
One thing I'll say about the Chiefs is they may be a pressure-dependent team. Blitzing so much, a lot of man blitz, a lot of zone blitz. Maybe this is a team that if they can't get the blitz in, they just fall apart.
Yeah, and I get the idea of if the position players are weak, you want to blitz to try and hurry the quarterback, but that's not working. So I'd be going max coverage all the way if I was the Chiefs.
Well, you got to be dependent on who you're playing. I know we're several seasons in now, but the Dallas Cowboys still have one of the best lines in the league.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that. But the Chiefs did manage to hold into a punt situation, so I'm not sure how many backups we have out there for the Cowboys, but I know we have a few. So let's see if the Chiefs can manage to do anything productive on offense.
Yeah, I don't think they put any backups in defense, so they're still going to struggle unless they change their game plan.
I think the Chiefs needs to learn to read defenses better. Because if you look at this defense, he actually had some success on that run, even though it looked like there wasn't going to be any there. I think he got a little lucky on that. But if you looked at that defense, you could really tell that the linebackers were blitzing there, and a run probably wasn't smart right there.
Well, and I think he had a good dasher. I think he got forced to stop because he ran into a blocker. But since he slowed down, he let the blocker set up, and that's why it was so successful. And he did change to another running back. We do have Sharper out there now.
Yep, and looks like we ran a counter or a misdirection play there and only gained a yard. And I commend the Chiefs for continuing to run, but at the same time, you gotta pass if you want to even stand a chance. I mean, at this point, you're only down 4 scores. You get one score, you feel pretty good about yourself. I mean, look to the left. 1-on-1 on the left. Possible safety help. Switched over there at the end. Look at oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, he was open. He beat his guy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is struggling to put the ball out in front of his receivers. I mean, you got to pass lead that to the left a little bit.
Well, and Thomas beat his guy on the left side, and the safety wouldn't have got there if he bolt passed it. Would he have made it to the home? No, but he could have got decent yardage out of that.
He only needed 9 for the first down, so he would have got that.
Well, I think this is when we come out and, streaks, forverts, something that's not going to work.
Because everybody expects it. Let's see what we can end up doing here. One thing I just noticed is they got Marvin Jones out there on the field. I thought he died.
I believe the Bengals left him for dead 3 seasons ago.
Oh, man. They go with a screen pass underneath, and I don't think that's the play there.
No, I think the Chiefs are going to have a team next season. I know that they have a chance this season still, so their season is not over. They are still well within the playing field, but I think they can have an even better season next year if they target some tight end, some wide receivers, just some weapons. That they've got to have some weapons. You can't rely on Marvin Jones Jr. with 82 speed and 82 accel.
No, absolutely not. But even on the defensive side of the ball, they have slow cornerbacks, they have slow safeties. I mean, really, the Chiefs need to just clean house and go young, go fast, and see what we can do for one final XCFL season.
Oh, well, and, there's some to say to that, hey, you go young, you go fast, you don't worry about the attributes. You play with speed, because speed is the game of Madden, whether people like it or not. And you may still lose, but there may be some plays that you can create just out of speed.
Absolutely. And if you watch here, the Cowboys have been pretty conservative, back-to-back rushes, and this is the 3rd and 4, and I kind of predict we see another rush right here. I don't think the Cowboys are in any big hurry to score anymore. I think more than anything, they're just trying to run the clock down a little bit and get this game moved along. I was wrong, though. Petty throws a screen, and I think he stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, I thought he was stopped short, too,
no,
but
wow.
They gave it to him.
They gave it to him, 1st and 10.
Wow. I feel like he was stopped short on that one. But they did get the first down.
All right, let's see what we got here. This formation is definitely speaking run, and it sure was. Right up the middle. Gains maybe 3 yards on the play. Nothing too crazy.
The one thing I'm going to look into is I don't know about the Chiefs' speed at linebacker. Mike, you know my love for the linebacker.
Well, they did get Reggie Ragland from my Bills a season ago, and he's not too awful bad, but he's not the fastest.
Yeah, he does have 5 sacks this season. He's got 82 speed, 87 SL. He's a decent middle linebacker, 88 overall. But I'm wondering what his supporting cast is, so to speak.
Well, I thought I'd looked there back. I thought he had some decent linebackers, but the speed might be the bigger issue.
Yeah, you've got to have some speed in there in the linebacking position. Keep up with those crossing, slants, drags, and everything else people throw at you.
All right, that brings up a punt for the Cowboys. So the Chiefs have done something positive.
Yeah, we've done good there. And whoa, hold on there. That was close.
I think you're a little bit ahead of me in the feed there, Ike. Or way ahead of me. All right, punt just now got booted.
Oh, you must have not saw it there, Mike. He almost jumped the snap.
Oh, I must have missed that one.
Yeah, on the left-hand side. He about jumped the snap, and he's lucky he didn't snap the ball because that would have been a penalty. He did cross the line entirely.
All right, so the Chiefs are back out here on offense, and let's see if anything changed. All right, look for the audible to possible passing play, or maybe just flipping the run. Not really sure what we're doing right now. All right, ball snap, handed off, and Jarber goes into a wall. Goes nowhere.
You know, maybe this is where we change up what we're doing with the. You know, I know that the Dallas Cowboys are playing backups. Have you ever been in a game, Mike, where you're like, screw it, I'm gonna play this guy because I'm not winning anyways?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, I love getting my young guys some work, but then again, I also love getting my big guys some work and big guns and having some fun. And we have another interception, and you know, I almost wish they had like a forfeit option in the game, because right now, if you're the Chiefs, you're obviously angry at the game. I mean, he's probably on his second controller this game.
Well, you know, if he had the lap cat, he might. I'm sure the lap cat's broken by now.
That lap cat is done.
Well, we came out and was it Wildcat again?
We are coming out in Wildcat, so let's see. I mean, you almost, not necessarily, but you almost always know this is a run, and it is kept and goes nowhere. So that was a little bit less successful of a Wildcat play there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the counter. It always seems like the guy you could hand it off to runs into a brick wall, and you kind of run into a brick wall as well.
Yeah. Looking over the Chiefs linebackers, I mean, they have some decent linebackers. I mean, they got a couple guys high 70s and the mid 80s. But then if you look at speed, that is the real telltale difference. I guess that's something you don't pay attention to a lot. You see a good overall and you think they're a decent player, but their fastest linebacker is an 83 speed. Everyone else is 82 or 81.
And I know it doesn't play as much of a factor, but I look at the defensive line. Although they have strength, you know, they've got Wolf, they've got Armstead, they've got Starr. All these guys are 31, 32. And I know that, hey, yeah, it's okay because they're still strong, they're still hippie. I do think it plays a factor. I notice when I have somebody strong that's younger, it does better with somebody strong that's older. I don't know if they get tired. It just doesn't seem like they play to their attributes.
I think it may be tired, but I think it's more, if you look at Starr's agility, I mean, he's down to a 68 in agility. And that agility is what lets you try to get off the blocks. And that's pretty low. If I was the Chiefs,
you're probably right there, Mike.
I'd be getting Jonathan Locker some work for sure. While his agility's not a lot higher, he's faster, he's younger, not much weaker. I mean,
yeah, he's not much weaker. He's got good block shed. He's got good power moves. Oh, looks like we're in second 12 now.
I guess we should actually broadcast this game. All right, that run goes nowhere. That's going to bring it to third and probably 13 or 14. Third and 13. And
yeah, what What do you think he does here? 3rd and 13. If you're Dallas Cowboys, you're up 31-0. You want to keep it fair, but at the same time, you do want to move the ball.
Yeah, you're gonna pass. I mean, this is a definite pass situation, and even if it is a run situation, if you're the Chiefs and you play max coverage, they're not gonna get 13 yards on you. So,
I thought that was interesting there. That it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere, but I noticed that the Chiefs Al was playing Vaquero, their free safety, which is allowed, of course, and he was playing in position. But I thought that was interesting, considering the score.
Oh, got to try things out. No time better than the present there, Cotton.
This is true. Hey, and Brent Foster shows he can kick better than me.
He does. Look at that. Bounces at about the 8 and bounces back and is down to about the 11. Can't really beat that.
Yeah, looks like it landed at the 11. A few of the Chiefs still the ball. I know that you've had picks. I feel like the corner routes aren't working for you, so stop those.
Yeah, so many players rely on that corner route to be their successful play, and when it's not, they're lost. All right, good little pass to Kelsey there. Manages to scrape together about 8 yards.
And Kelsey made that. Kelsey made that one drop, but that is Kelsey's first catch, and I've seen Kelsey open 3 or 4 times. Which, frankly, he's old and slow, but the man can still play, so I'd use him.
Absolutely, there's no reason that Kelsey should not be catching the ball. All right, Chiefs decide to go on the ground, hand it off to Sharper, who gets a positive gain on the ground. 5 rushes for 16 yards, and he gains the first down there. Sharper is the man.
What's interesting, Mike, is Travis Kelsey leads the Chiefs in receptions, but he just had his first catch this game.
So the Chiefs are abandoning their normal game plan this game, apparently. All right, let's see if they decide to go through the air or attack the ground again here. And they do stay on the ground, hand it off to Sharper, who falls forward for about 3 yards. All right, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7, and I don't like the idea of staying on the ground if you're the Chiefs, unless you've given up at this point and you're just running the clock out, which is a high possibility.
Yeah, and I think that is a high possibility. The other thing I did look at, too, for this Chiefs team is, their sack leader is a middle linebacker.
That's not good. And they stay on the ground, and, Sharper actually has a wide open lane up the middle. So
yeah, that was a good play there. He did have a good run there, and maybe Sharper's who they should have used from the beginning.
Yeah, Sharper, I believe, was released by the Ravens earlier this season and doesn't really have a lot going for him other than speed, but as we all know, and you said earlier, speed is everything in the game of Madden.
Yeah, speed does a lot. The problem you have with Sharper, we haven't seen it yet, knock on wood, but he is going to possibly fumble the ball. He's only got 76 carry. He doesn't have great traits to hold on to the ball. He's going to have some problems possibly, but use him when you can.
And this is the perfect situation to use him. I mean, you're down 31 points. Who cares at this point? Just get your young guys some playing time. And that was a lucky pass. I think he forced it to Kelsey there just a little bit. That was.
But what a hell of a catch by Travis Kelsey. This just shows that, hey, you need to spread the ball, but you need to throw to your playmakers as well. I think you don't want your tight end leading your team, but the fact that they only have one catch is ridiculous at this point. He's obviously the only playmaker they have.
All right. Looks like they're going to flip the run probably to the left side, which is smart here looking for defense. Hand it off, and he's got a big lane. Oh, just dragged down from the side there, but does manage to put together a very successful run.
And what do you think at this point, Mike? We're talking about the game here. We're in the 4th quarter. Yes, Dallas has backed off, but he's still got his entire defense on there. He's throwing the ball. Kelsey, Sharper's running good. Should this have been the game plan?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the first time the Chiefs have even sniffed the Dallas side of the field. And I mean, look at Sharper, just bob and weave in there and scrapes together about 7 yards on what would have probably been a loss for other guys.
I feel like, you know, if you're the Chiefs and you're listening to us or you're paying attention here, go into next week with Sharper, going with Kelsey. Billups is a good option as well. You know, don't throw to Marvin Jones unless you have to. But at least you've got an option, and you know, keep that man defense, but maybe throw in some zone to mix it up as well.
Yeah, I think that hurt. I don't know if his game plan was to try and throw him off by staying in man so much, or what the deal was, but I feel like that was a big mistake that probably was the downfall of the Chiefs this game. All right, ball snap. He's got his Marvin Jones across the middle of the field there for about 9 yards.
And hey, I will say, I don't know if Al's listening to us or not, but that is the first time I saw him. I could just feel him going to throw to Kelsey. Did you feel it? Like he's going to force it to Kelsey. He's going to force And you saw him track Marvin Jones going on the drag, and that was a great job, taking what the defense gives you.
Absolutely. But, you know, they're moving the ball. That's a positive thing. Making gains. All right, looks like we got to play out. Oh, my, that was...
Yeah, we found out what Sharper can't do, and that's run a counter.
Well, that was a wildcat counter, and we just saw the Cowboys get destroyed when trying to run it, so I don't know why we tried to run it as the Chiefs. But
I notice a lot of times, Mike, that the wildcat people come in man blitz, and I will say that little tight end flip with your running back, throw the ball, it's pretty killer against that play to come out man blitz.
I love that when you run a running play early, and then late in the game, if you need it, you come out wildcat and pop it over to that little tight end, and boom.
Well, without a doubt, I think the Chiefs owner has the right to go for a 4th down here. So it's 4th down territory. They need to get some points. Screw the field goal at this point. Do you play for pride field goal, or do you play for we need 7?
You play for 7. I mean, if you kick a field goal, it's a pity field goal. So you're 3rd and 14 right now. Ball snap. He drops back. You just need to get half of this. And he tries going for the whole thing, and honestly, I think Kelsey got
Travis
right there.
Kelce was robbed. Travis Kelce was asking for the flag, and he was mugged on that play. I think part of that is Travis Kelce's speed. The speed on the outside there, that might have been Jalen Smith, is a lot faster, and so he's holding on to him. But, yeah, he was robbed on that one.
And they're going with a field goal. And, you know, I guess 4th and 14, 3 points is better than nothing, but hopefully they make it.
I think that's how you have to look at this. Although I personally would like to go for the 7.
Hopefully they make it. That's all I got to say.
It looks as did Dallas use a timeout there? Yeah, it looks like Dallas used a timeout.
I think Dallas thinks they're going to go with the fake field goal here. And they're not, and it's a successful field goal, but there is a flag on the play.
Dallas was across the line. I don't know if you noticed that on the left-hand side. It looked like he was offsides and across the line there. Yeah, 4th and 9. Now I feel like he just gave you the opportunity to go for the fake or to go for a big play. I mean, 4th and 14, 4th and 9 is quite a difference.
Yeah, and the Chiefs are going to go for it now. So, you know, let's have a little fun.
I feel like if you can somehow pull this off,
I would definitely look at Thomas on that corner route on the left. Oh, we got another flag on the play. Encroachment. Well, now that brings up 4th and 4. So
4th and 4. Hey, I think this is where you take it.
What is going on in Dallas right now?
And now we have looks like maybe a timeout from Dallas. I think probably what happened was the Dallas coach already got on the bus.
That's a high possibility. Or maybe the Dallas offense already went to the locker room and yeah, that's another flag. What is Dallas?
He was across the line again, and now it appears that we have a disruption in our broadcast.
It does, and you know, I mean, 31-0. It's obviously going to be a Dallas win, and it's a sad way to end things. So
yeah, I don't know what Dallas was doing there, and it appears like we had a little bit of lag on their end.
Well, that was a strange end to our broadcast, but it was fun. It's been
Mike, let's be honest, it was a strange broadcast. You can't always pick these things.
It was strange. Well, while this loads out, we're going to go ahead and get off here and get signed off because I know you guys don't want to watch his menus. So this is Mike from Mike and Ike, and we're signing off of a strange broadcast.
This is Ike. We'll see you for the next one.